Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip. That's ZipRecruiter.com/zip. ZipRecruiter.com/zip.
Welcome to the Local Lowdown and find out what's happening in Lavaca County, Texas. Now here are your hosts, Murray and Michelle.
Hello everybody, this is Murray back with you for this edition of the Local Lowdown podcast. And this is going to be for the 22nd and 23rd of January 2025 issues of all the papers in Lavaca County, as well as the Luling Newsboy. I got my co-host Michelle here with me. How are you, Michelle?
I'm wonderful.
Well, before we get into it, I'm sure that you got a lot of things to say about what you did over since I saw you last.
That's a long time, Murray.
And
oh wait, it was only 2 days.
Yeah, and all about the snow, and so tell us all about it.
Okay, well I had to work, so.
Well, so did I from home.
Everyone who got a day off for snow, congrats. I did work in my pajamas all day, and so did you, according to your pictures.
Yeah.
So there's that. That was nice. I got to go outside, so my dog, who has loved the cold weather, so I thought, oh, she's gonna love snow because she's supposed to be a snow dog.
Yeah, I saw your pictures.
She wasn't a fan at first.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but I kind of like that working from home.
You did? I hated it.
Oh.
One, do you know how many phone calls I was on during the day? My phone, I had to charge it 3 times. I talked to everyone in this office probably more than once. Chuck was blowing up with nonsense while I'm trying to have good conversation about the paper.
Yeah, well, if you had been out here, he'd be hanging over your shoulder.
Yeah.
So, which do you?
I don't know. I feel like I can ignore it more in person than I can on the phone. But, I mean, it happened. It was a hard week for me. I feel like I've had just a really hard week. But I did get to enjoy a little snow. I didn't build a snowman because it was really cold when I went outside.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'm tired of it. I am tired of it. I turned my water off, my freeze protection this morning, and I hope that I don't have to turn it back on tonight.
I heard another one's coming in February, though.
Well, you know, February is usually when we get some of the worst down here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was hoping.
Did you build a snowman? Did you even walk outside?
No, I didn't.
That's what I thought. But that's what most people. Margaret said she stood at her door and took pictures. Henry stayed in his recliner all day.
When did you talk to him?
He was here yesterday.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, I'll tell you the truth. Ours was just real patchy. But what's amazed me is when I walked out this morning, there was still some on the ground.
Right? There is still some. There's a lot behind the Tribune office. And I do want to thank everyone. I'm sorry that I jumped the gun and said you could post on the Hallettsville Tribune site your pictures. That's not a setting we have available. But I thank everyone who sent in the pictures. I'm sorry I couldn't get them all in this week's paper. We had a very full paper. But I will be posting them on our Facebook page, the Local Lowdown one, and the Tribune Herald. And I will try to get some in next week. But it looked like many people were having fun while I was working.
Yeah, I saw some of those pictures. Some of them they were good. And, yeah, you need to come over and join the Local Lowdown group and see all those pictures. I'm sure Michelle will have them up pretty soon. And and what else did you do? Did you go anywhere besides Whataburger, or
I didn't go to Whataburger. I barely got my husband to go to Bee's on that day to get me a drink. Oh, you mean today?
Yeah.
Yeah, Clayton went to Whataburger.
Old
it was
DoorDash.
good as always.
You can always depend on DoorDash Clayton.
That's right.
Well, what else?
What else?
Did your dogs enjoy the snow pretty much?
One of my dogs did not, but I have roosters at my neighbor's house and chickens. And I told my daughter, because we live across from the Methodist church, so there's a big open parking lot, and that had more snow because, nothing was blocking it. So she went across the street and she took our big dog, Dakota, and I told her, please watch her. And the minute I, of course, said that, there she ran to the neighbor's chickens and stirred them all up. And so then my little dogs decided, I'm going to go get me some chickens. So they ran, and they were shaking and freezing. But
I'm going to tell you what, that if a dog kills chickens,
yeah,
they'll never stop. I mean, that's a habit that you cannot break, that I've seen in my lifetime. When I was just a little kid, we were poor, you might say, and we had chickens, and they were, to us, a very valuable thing. And we had some puppies, and one of them just kept killing them, and guess what my daddy did to them?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what some people don't understand if they've never lived on a farm or a ranch, is when you have bad dogs like that are killing your livestock, if you can't give them away, you have to do something with them.
Yeah, well, she didn't kill anything. She just got excited. But I did, when we got her from the shelter, they told me that she was good with kids and good with other, animals, like dogs and cats. But she was not good with birds.
You talking about the husky?
Yes. So
and you got that from the shelter? You didn't have to buy it?
No.
I'll be damned. I'll be dang.
Dang, Gina.
Well, all right. I guess then we can get started on the newspapers.
I guess.
Michelle's going to...
Well, did you watch the inauguration?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wait, we were here together. We didn't really
I've been watching Trump every day. I don't miss the college national football playoffs, but I did this time.
You did?
I did. For Trumpy. I had to watch him. And he's already, we don't want to get too political here, but I'm going to tell you what,
but we can.
I've never said, we can because it's my podcast.
Right.
But, no, he's definitely improved things already, especially on that border. And I know it's shocking to some, but folks, it had to be done. It had to be done.
I mean, I think in every situation you have to understand that someone's going to get hurt, and someone sometimes that's innocent and has the best intentions, but there are bad people that were coming over, and we needed that to stop.
Well, this country could just absorb so many people, because it can entirely change your culture, your language, and everything else. I'm not saying that we don't want them here, but all they have to do is come the right way. That's right. All they have to do. And that's not fair to the people that have stood in line for sometime years to go through all the legal processes to get in this country. And for people just to be able to walk across that border, that's not right.
Now, I did hear that one of the things you have to do to become a legal citizen is get the COVID vaccine. Is that true?
No, I haven't heard that one.
Well, I want you to look it up.
I bet you it's not that way now. But it might have been that way.
Because I am not thinking that should be a part of it. But okay. But what about Melania's dress? It was beautiful.
Well, I'm not a fashion expert, but I love that hat.
You like the hat?
I love that hat.
But then Trump couldn't kiss her. But his face after he tried was so cute. But
yeah. I read somewhere where Clint Eastwood told her he'd like to borrow that hat for a movie.
That's fun.
But no, it was something to see. It really was, and I just wish him the best. I don't know. He's going to have a lot of, just like his first term, he's going to have a lot of people against him. But some of the things that they come up with, just like that we was talking about Elon Musk and his hail or whatever, the Nazi salute.
Yeah, that's
so stupid.
Yeah, it is.
But Anyway.
A lot of things can be taken out of context, people.
That's true.
That's a big thing. Like, know what exactly is going on before you judge. And what about TikTok?
Well, he kept it going.
Thank God.
And I laughed. I was watching what he had to say the other day. He said, if he doesn't approve it, it's worthless.
That's right.
But if he approves it, it'll be worth nearly $1 trillion.
That's insane.
And he said, so the United States should get half of that.
That's right.
And I love that. I love that because we've been getting ripped off for so long. It's not even funny. But
Murray, what is crawling on that window?
well, I don't know. I don't see
It's
it.
moving, right? That dot on the windowsill. It's
Oh my
moving.
God! Let's let's go ahead and do the newspapers, Michelle.
Okay, but thank God TikTok's still alive. Okay, let's go. So I've gotten a lot. Okay, first of all, I did my newspaper at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
So until maybe 6 o'clock that night, no one saw my newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
And when they did see it, I don't know if everyone was tired, dead. I'm not really sure. Margaret had some corrections, but then yesterday when we're putting the paper together, Rick Rothbauer, who's worked in the newspaper industry, how long do you think?
Forever.
I see him laughing.
Since he was a little kid. I bet he was laughing at that cow picture, wasn't he?
He was, but do you know why he was laughing at the cow picture?
No.
Because he said that I should have put from the sheriff under Sheriff Greenwell's picture, because it looks like I'm telling you that the cow is the
Yeah,
sheriff.
the cow's doing the talking.
Yeah.
Well,
And I'm like, why didn't anyone tell me? I'm still new at this.
well, stuff happens.
And then Jimmy told me that cow is not really one that's probably even sold at the
were you looking for a
livestock show.
steer or just
I
a
didn't
cow?
look. I just looked for a cow. And look how
Okay.
cute its nose is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so epic fails for Michelle this week. The sheriff is not a cow by any means. And we're trying very hard to encourage Sheriff Greenwell to share with us. And so this was a post he had on Facebook that we want to kind of introduce his goals to the county. And so that made our front page. It is the 62nd annual livestock show for Hallettsville, and there will be cows even if they don't look like this cutie up top. And there will be other animals, and support your youth. They work really hard on these projects throughout the year.
You bet.
The Chamber of Commerce banquet is coming up, and so you'll see these 6 kids that are nominated for, I'm not sure, is it Student of the Year? They're nominated for some award. But 1, congrats to them.
You bet.
2, there's also some Citizens or Hospitality Award. Henry Joe is a former winner.
Yeah,
No
many
surprise.
years ago he was.
No surprise. The domino tournament happened, and we want to congratulate Marcus Ford and Walter Pattison III, who captured the state title. I didn't know there was a state title for dominoes. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I probably could win. Again, thanks for all the people who sent in their pictures. This is the one I chose for the front page by Clint Lee. So you're the winner. I'm sorry there's no prize, but you won. Whatever that's worth.
Yeah, that's a real neat headline you got there, too.
It is. And let me tell you about this headline. You asked for one thing from these people at the paper. A text that says, I need a headline for the snow. And boy, it was a lot. That's all I can say. So I used a little bit of both.
Well, you picked the best one.
I did. And it was written by Murray Montgomery.
Thank you.
There we go. And I did use some of A Winter Wonderland Unfolds. Whose was that? That was your second part, wasn't it?
Yeah, see, it was in 2 parts.
Yeah, and so I used the top part on one and the bottom part on the other.
It worked.
And I used little Chucky's that was from 2021, and I hope to God he's right, because you never know about him. Catholic Schools Week is coming up. It starts on January 26th, which happens to be this Sunday. So help them celebrate. There's a list of all the things that they will be doing in the paper. And there's new pickup and drop off, so because of the construction at the school. So if you need to do anything around the school or you have a kid going to school, I would highly recommend reading that so you know what is going on. Henry Joe has a new question. What was the name of the American comedy duo composed of comedians whose work in radio, film, and television, it's a long one, made them the most popular comedy team of the 1940s and 50s, and the highest paid entertainers in the world during the Second World War. Let me guess, you know.
Yeah, I probably do. But, you know, I wouldn't want to say it and mess up the little fella's contest. But, yeah, that's interesting. He's got to remember, though, you know, when he gives those questions, that a lot of folks are not still alive that would remember that. People like me, of course, but the younger people, they'll have to goggle it, as Chuck would say.
But I bet if you goggle it, you can find it.
You could find it.
Are
you trying to goggle it so that you can give the answer?
No, I'm trying to figure out why my page 5 did not turn out in color, and I'm freaking out a little bit. So talk for a little bit.
Well, you know, that's something we don't... The people listening to the podcast have no idea what you're talking about.
I know. So start talking so they know.
Well, I'm talking.
You're not talking. You're waiting for me.
Well, you talk so much, I finally just give up.
Oh, shut up.
What an ugly thing.
What an ugly thing I just said. Oh,
yeah,
no.
well, as she goes through here seeing what she messed up.
So I messed up.
We'll continue on.
But the livestock show, thank you to all of our supporters, all of the people who bought ads, and I will figure out how to get that corrected. Anyway, obituaries. Jack Barrington passed away, and Mary Frances Pohl Ranger.
That's right.
But what's the last next one?
You'll have to spell that out. Because
Regenbrecht. Ringerbrecht is what I'm going with. Passed away, and condolences to their family.
Condolences to them all. That's true.
We have lots in this paper this week. So if you're not getting one, you're going to be sad because it's 2 sections. Oh, look, a column by Murray made it.
I wonder where that came from.
I wonder where it came from. The Silver Jubilee is coming up. Lots of sports. Let's just skip over that. That's what Chuck likes me to say. Clayton Kelly did a story for me this week. Imagine that. I think it's in all of our papers. Did you get in your paper?
What's it about?
Blood.
Front page.
Oh, imagine that. Clayton. Chuck loves you more. And Nicole got another story in my paper.
Yeah, well.
The Challenger, it was 39 years ago. Were you watching when it happened, Murray?
I was a salesman back in those days, and I was on the road when that happened. I was listening to it on the radio. But
I was very young, so I don't really remember it. Very, very young.
Yeah, we don't need to get into that. Well, I'm glad that Nicole's article didn't knock mine off again for 2 weeks, but
I am too.
She is your best friend.
She is, next to you. I have lots of best friends.
What about this paper down the road here that you love so much?
So Shiner's got the same stuff going on as far as Catholic Schools Week. So they are also celebrating it starting on Sunday. So check out their festivities. The brewery, it was keeping the beer real cold this week. With all the snow.
That's a good picture.
It is. And what else do we got?
How about that blacksmith? We got that, I think, in all the papers.
I think the blacksmith. So find out what's going on at that event. We have one obituary. Miss Betty Cutsion passed away. She was 98.
Man.
We thank there's a picture Janet got in her paper of I think it's the city of Shiner, was sanding down some of the roads. So thank you to all those, because they, like me and Murray, did not get the day off.
That's true.
Unlike me and Murray, they had to get out of their pajamas.
Yeah.
And be in the cold to help keep us safe. So thank you to all of them.
Folks, these reviews of these papers now with our new format, they're going to be very, very small as far as we're not going to go into detail on everything. And we encourage you to read your paper, and we hope that by now you've got it. And be sure to check it out. And those of you on Facebook, check out our local Lowdown group where we post this podcast every week. And as Michelle said, she's going to have some snow pictures on there. So check it out, folks. We'd be glad to have you in that group.
And thanks to Gonzalez Healthcare, their ads in all of our
papers. You bet.
Papers.
They got them in every paper again.
And imagine that. Yoakum had snow, too. Woohoo! So there's some snowmen that did get built, even though Murray didn't get around to it.
Well,
Maybe I'll go build one with the little snow that's left
I
over.
didn't have enough snow. I need to do like my neighbor and put one of them fake snowmen out, you know.
That's fun.
Make it look like I worked real hard.
Yeah. Well, you didn't. You were in your pajamas. We have 2 new obituaries. Mary Ryan Brext is also... Hey, I think I said it better this time.
Yeah, you might have.
Was also in the Yoakum paper. And we also have Erna Braden and Samuel Johnson. So condolences to their families. The redemption story happened.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if they got it done with all that bad cold weather.
They did, and I saw people that attended, like, posting pictures, and it looked like a good time. I couldn't do it. Like, I wanted to go, but it was, 1, I had tons of work to do. I worked all weekend. And 2, it was really cold.
Yeah, it was that.
Yoakum had their stock show, so congrats on their winners. This is their second week running winners. Last week, I think it was just the steer that was ran. And Mark is doing a great job on sport.
As well as little Chucky Groff.
Yeah.
We can't leave little Chucky out.
Well, I mean, I mentioned him a couple of times. There's a breeding heifer. You know, there is a lot of different animals that I don't understand. Oh, well, I just will sit back. Maybe I'll take a nap.
Well, you was griping about that I wasn't talking.
Hey, I forgot to say this was in the Shiner Gazette. Stop talking.
Oh, okay.
In the Shiner Gazette this week, it's the commemorative issue of their run to the state championship. And thanks to all the businesses who supported getting this out and all the parents who not only congratulated their kids, but supported this so that they do have the memories. And you can read all the way from the first state championship in 1986 to their other appearances in 03, 04, 13, 20, 21.
Wow.
That's a lot of them. Yeah. And then you can read their journey this year, which was a great one. So
that insert was only in Shiner.
Insert was only in Shiner. And so you need to pick up your Shiner Gazette to see it.
You bet. I'm sure they have newsstands in Shiner like we have here.
We do. I know one is at Bees. That's for sure. So go there. Hey, can I ask you, how do you think it looks, Murray?
Well, it looks great.
Okay, like I told Mark Luby, if you love it, tell him that Michelle Price did it. If you hate it, Mark Luby did it.
So was that a tandem job? I mean, did y'all both work on it?
Mark did write the stories, and I did everything else.
All right. Well, let's move on over now to the Molten Eagle.
All right, I'm going to take a nap.
And you can take a nap. And we've got the winners of the domino contest that was here in Aliceville that we had in the other papers. On the front page, we got a 4-column picture of the grand champion at the Molten Livestock Show, and Bailey Petrek showed the grand champion steer Sunday at the Molten Livestock Show. So congratulations to her. I think she won last year, Michelle.
I do too. That's recall? What I remember her name.
Yeah.
She's done something great before.
Yeah, well, she's big into that, and that's great for them kids, as we talked before about it, that you need to support them. And Clayton Kelly with 2 E's, he's got a story about the Molten School
2
Board.
E's and a lot of needs.
Yeah. Our DoorDash man, you know, they know him by sight at Whataburger. All he has to do is just drive up.
Yeah.
And everything is ready to go. And we have Clayton's big story about the Blood Donation Awareness Month. And that's all on the front page of the Molten Eagle. And as far as the livestock show goes, we will have more next week. I'm not sure where it'll all be. I know that it's going to be, part of it will be in the paper, and some may be on the Molten Eagle Facebook page. So just look for that. And then I have a column in here that's different from what Michelle had, and it's about the people that fought in the Alamo battle. And it's
yeah, you know, that wasn't available for me to pick up.
Yeah, well, you had one.
But I was looking for another one.
Well, you'll have this one this week. Anyway, it's for those of you that love the Alamo and love Texas history, I think that you'll enjoy this because it is a hour-by-hour event of the Alamo, and the stories come from men that actually died there, letters that they had written to their families before it died. And I'm holding this newspaper up in front of the microphone, so I hope everybody can hear it.
Well, and away from me, so I can't even see it.
Because it's very important. And Mark Cleavy's got 2 sports stories in here, and we have a story about the Wild Game Supper that was on tap for Saturday. So check it out, folks. We also have the Texas Blacksmithing Exposition in LaGrange. We have that big article. That pretty much wraps up Moulton. So you want to go over to your best friend's paper?
Yeah, do I get to talk
I'll
again?
let you have this
Okay,
one.
great. I'm glad I can speak. So Luling, of course, we have Nicole's Challenger article. Make sure you read that. It's very well written. She took the pictures of the Grand Champion steer. Well, I guess she probably took all the livestock pictures. But it's a great looking cow. I don't know. Steer, cow. One day I'm going to learn all the differences. But it's great.
Did Nicole take the picture?
She did.
She does such a great job.
She does. She's pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Almost
well,
like
not
me.
quite as amazing as you are, but she is pretty amazing.
She's pretty close. 2 obituaries. Joyce Ann Hodges passed away and Paul Stahl Jr. So condolences to their family. More livestock shows in the paper. So check out all the winners and big congrats for all their hard work and dedication to their projects. More from the project fair. So there's also projects. I think there's like food and art. I'm not really sure. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna figure out more about these shows soon.
No, you need to let your daughter get involved in those livestock
Well, remember
shows.
what I told you about Gilbert? So Murray decided to tell me that my biggest problem is no one tells me no. And I said, my husband tells me no a lot. For instance, I said, maybe Patricia should raise a pig. And he said, no.
Well,
And I will say he didn't just say no. He put another 4-letter word
you
in
know,
front of it.
I would have had to say no to that, but what about a little bunny rabbit or something like that?
Okay, I'll ask him tonight.
But
I'll
Gilbert-
say Murray said Patricia should raise a bunny rabbit.
And good for you, Gilbert, for saying no. I mean, that is great because I don't think she hears that very often.
I do.
Just like a while ago, she was upset because she didn't get to do Moulton. And normally she hates Moulton. And
I don't hate Moulton.
And she just runs through it, you know. And by the way,
Oh, by the
I don't think I mentioned Yashik.
I don't think you did. Let's go back.
Yeah,
and
dig that paper out.
Let's dig it out.
Yeah,
Henry, what did you write about this week? Because it's again next to your column. So you did the exact opposite of what I did.
Last time it was near my column, and my column nearly didn't get
Nearly, but I remember.
Yeah, I think Nicole remembered. But
No. Henry talks about his 3 snowfalls in 3 months. You think we're going to have that again?
No, I don't know about that.
That was 52 years ago.
What's the date on that? Was that in the 70s or 80s?
73.
Oh, okay. He was just a young man then.
He was.
That was a wonderful time. So, what about anything that's coming up this week that you can think of now?
Your birthday? Oh, no.
No,
It's Larry's
no.
birthday. Happy birthday, Larry.
Happy birthday, Larry. That wasn't what I was thinking about. I'm thinking about any event where we can promote people that are having things going on this coming week. Because I didn't see anything other than you've already run through, I think, most of it.
Yeah.
But off the top of your head, can you think of anything?
Well, I would think I have nothing planned for this weekend.
Oh.
And so that's a very unusual thing for me. So that makes me think there's not a whole lot going on. But
so in other words, if you're not going to it,
it's not worth it.
it's
No,
not
I'm just saying.
it's not important if
That's not
Michelle's not
true.
going to it.
No, it is. It is just whatever. Okay, anyway, I don't know. I know that like the junior livestock is definitely, that show is going on. It seems like there's always some meals. You should read our paper, Murray.
Yeah.
And check it out. But
Well,
I
I've
didn't see
been busy
much.
in my pajamas. I didn't get a chance
Right.
to check it out. But yeah, and we've still got these good places to order hamburgers, right?
Yes, and let me talk to you about something this
Okay.
week. So, in Shiner, there's this phenomenon of bean and cheese sandwiches. And
Bean and cheese.
it supposedly was a Shiner Public or Shiner High School meal, I guess, while I was maybe 30 years ago, and it seemed to run every other week. and they made these like cheese sandwiches and then beans, like pinto beans, and the kids would dip them in the pinto beans, and it was like everyone just is like amazed by them. So I have someone that I think is going to make it for me this weekend so I can try it because I want to understand it. So it's kind of like Shiner has their things. Like we have red wieners. Do you like red wieners? You should.
Oh, they are right. Yeah.
I actually ate those on snow day. Red wieners, giblet rice, which is very different from y'all giblet rice here in Hallettsville. And we have... So it's actually called Shiner rice there. We have our beer, and we have these now bean and cheese sandwiches that I need to figure out.
You know, talking about the giblet rice,
Yeah.
my wife and I are not big fans of giblet rice.
Of any giblet rice? You just don't like
We
giblets?
just don't,
or
no,
what?
we don't care for it, no. I love Mexican rice.
Yeah.
You know, I love that, but I don't know. I guess I hadn't been living here but about 20 or 30 years, so...
Well, I didn't know there was that many varieties, because Shiner is very different than what Albert makes
Yeah.
in Hallettsville.
Well, you know, I think the Shiner Fireman, too, they sell it.
Yes, $5 a quart, and I just had some a couple weeks ago.
You freeze it, or what do you do?
No, we ate it.
So to do that, they just do that once a year? The firemen, do they just sell
I think the firemen do it once a year. The Lions Club usually does theirs at their Pivo and Kolache's run, which is coming up. So you should start looking into that. And they sell that along with sausage, and which we have good sausage in Shiner too. We have Macker's and Patek, and they're both good. And
How about EJ's? Where are they at?
Oh, we have EJ's too, yeah.
Yeah.
We're like the sausage capital.
You are. And
Holy cow.
And I love it all. I love it all.
Yeah.
And we kind of switch back and forth from Macker's to EJ's, but it's all good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the folks in China can get it from one of our greatest advertisers over there.
Yes, Patek sells Patek's sausage, Mecker sells Mecker's sausage, and EJ's is sold at B's place. So.
Where is EJ's sausage? Where is that located?
It's kind of like in the country, so if you're going past Green Dixon Park, you just kind of keep going down that road, and then it comes to a T, and you would take it to the right, and then you would see it out there.
Do they have like a place? I mean, can you buy it there?
No, I honestly don't know. I have only bought it at B's, so I don't know if you
Macker's,
can
they've
go.
got a good showroom. And
Macker's does
everything.
have a showroom, and of course Patek's has the grocery store.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Shiner definitely is the sausage capital of the world.
imagine that: beer, sausage, giblet rice.
Well, what that bean and cheese
bean and
sandwich?
cheese
You know, I'm
sandwiches.
still thinking about that bean and cheese
I have
sandwich.
a picture. You want to see it? I know. I'll put it on my Facebook. But
You might could put that on the local lowdown.
yeah, I'll put it on the local lowdown page, and maybe someone will tell me. But this is what it looks like.
So there's a bowl of beans,
And
sandwich with cheese.
yes,
Now, you know, the more I look at that,
you think you'd
see,
like
I
it?
love pinto beans. I mean,
Yeah.
we have them at least once every 2 weeks. And my wife, she's real good. She cooks a good pot. I love them. I love them. But I have never, you know, and my wife, and she don't like for me to talk about her on this podcast,
We love you, Cordelia.
but she likes cheese sandwiches. She'll just take, you know, bread and cheese, and she doesn't put anything on it.
So now just put it together.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about that because, see, I always have cornbread with my beans,
Yeah.
but now I might try a bean and cheese sandwich and dip that in the beans.
Yeah, I think that's what they do. This is what my friend wrote me. I love you, Allison. She said, it's white bread only, so don't
Okay.
try any other.
All right.
Melted American cheese, and it solidifies into a cheese glob
Oh,
on the bread, and then you dip it in the bean juice.
so they melt the cheese?
Yeah.
That sounds even better.
It does sound good. So
Man,
I'll
I
let
think
you
I'm
know.
going to go home and fix me one.
Let's do it.
I mean, that sounds really good.
And if you have a better recipe than my friend who says cheese glob, but she's making it for me this weekend, so I'm going to thank her for that. Let me know.
That sounds really good. I'm going to have to think some more about that. Well, anything else before we sign off?
No? How long have we been talking?
Yeah,
It's about 40
it's
minutes.
been good.
We've done it.
Well, folks, I'm going to let Michelle say her goodbyes, and then
Because otherwise he'll forget about me.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm going to enjoy my weekend putting up my Christmas tree. Did you put up yours? Oh, you probably never put one out. Oh,
What an ugly thing to say.
Did you put up a Christmas
No.
tree? There you go. So his is put away, but mine has not made it there yet. So that is my weekend. So when you think about what Michelle is doing, she's trying to catch up on her life, put up her Christmas tree, put up my outside Christmas decorations, which my neighbors think I'm crazy for, and living the good life. I guarantee you I'll get a nap in there somewhere too.
Well, that sounds pretty good, and I'm kind of looking forward to maybe Patricia with a bunny rabbit.
I don't think that's something you're going to look for.
You think he's going to say no this time?
I think he's going to say no, but I'll give it a try.
Well, as long as he keeps bringing those Whataburger hamburgers, we'll let him off the hook.
Let him off the hook. Yeah. And let me tell you, Cordelia, you have a saint place right next to Gilbert in heaven.
Oh, no.
I just want her to know.
All right.
No worries.
All right, are you done?
I'm done.
All right, folks, we appreciate you listening to this podcast. We hope you'll share it, and we hope that you'll come over to Facebook and join our local lowdown group. We try to have a lot of fun there, and you won't find any politics there. I promise you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it gets snuck, is that a word? Unless it gets snuck past me, there won't be politics on the local lowdown.
Hey, let's go build a snowman. You want to? There's still some snow left.
Nah, there's not enough out there. We could build a mini snowman.
You want a snowball?
And give him a big belly like Yashik.
All right, we're doing it. We got to go before the snow melts.
All right, folks, thanks for listening. We will see you next week, and goodbye for now.
Bye.